Okay, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's go. Here we are. Survived another day, right? Okay, take your feet nice and wide. Take a nice big deep breath. Welcome the morning, and then swan dive it all the way down. Let your head go. Let the whole torso just hang out while you take 3 big deep breaths. Feeling a nice stretch behind the legs, through your lower back. Some good blood flow to your face. Now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. In this position, see if you can keep your legs really straight. And then slowly take your arms out to the side, lift your torso, come all the way back up to standing, and then reach for the ceiling. Have the arms slightly out in front so you have no pressure on your neck while we're still warming up. And then take it all the way back down again, nice and slow. Push your heels isometrically out to the sides so you get a little bit more activation through your outer glute muscles. Hold that and just take 3 big deep breaths this time. Really try to expand the rib cage every time you breathe. Okay, now we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Before you start to come back up this time, try to shift your hips back a little bit. And then arms out to the side, start lifting the torso while you still push those heels out. Sweep the arms up and take it all the way back down one last time. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Walk your fingertips forward and your hips backwards. Keep isometrically pushing your heels out to the side. And then we're going to slowly take the arms out to the side, lift your torso, come all the way back up. Now you're going to keep your arms parallel to the floor with your palms facing up. Just hold on this spot as you reach the arms really long. Now we're going to isometrically pull the heels towards each other. So you feel your inner thighs activate. While you hold that, sweep the arms up. And then swan dive it down really slowly, keeping that inner thigh activation. Let the head go. Stay down here for a few deep breaths. And inhale and extend. And then come back up, arms out to the side, reach them all the way up. Keep those inner thighs pulling together, take it all the way back down again. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Reverse it, come back up, reach for the ceiling, and down one last time. Inhale, extend. Now you're going to fold back down. Let those legs release. Take your hands to the front of the mat. Meet me in your high plank position. We're going to bring our feet 4 to 6 inches apart. And just hold here in your plank just for a breath or two. And now sweep back to your down dog. Pushing the heels towards the floor. Your legs are nice and straight. Now we're going to get really high on the tippy toes and bring your shoulders back forward so you're in your high plank again. This time as you pull back, heels push towards the floor. Make sure you can still see the sides of your arms through your peripheral vision. Lift those heels all the way up. Float back forward. Hold your high plank for one big deep breath. And as you exhale, take it back. Drop those heels down. Lift the heels. Bring the body forward so your shoulders are right over your wrists. Now we're going to step the feet into bear. So your knees are just an inch above the floor. Hold here. And now put the knees down. Oh, how good does that feel? Now lift them up. Keep pulling the belly button up and in towards your spine. Put the knees back down. Again, lift. And lower. And lift. And let's take it to a small down dog. So we should be able to have our heels on the floor. Keep the legs really straight. And walk your hands back to your feet. Completely unweighting the upper body. Try to let the torso get as close to those legs as it can. And now inhale and extend to a flat back. I'm just going to have you squat down a little bit, keeping the spine nice and long. We're not punching or rounding the back. And now you're going to go back to that straight leg and let the top of the head go. Let's do it again. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop that booty nice and low. And go back to that straight leg and a full forward fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower your butt. Back to a straight leg, fold into the legs. Inhale deep. Exhale, squat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold back down. Hold here, cross the arms. You're here for 3 really big breaths. Try to keep your legs nice and straight. Your torso is dangling. The shoulders are going towards the floor. Everything is just hanging out. Now roll up 1 vertebrae at a time with the arms crossed if you can. Nice and slow, tucking in the belly. And release the arms. Take a nice big deep breath. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands out. Meet me in your high plank. Put your knees down on the floor. We're going to hover. And then we're going to meet in up dog. Knees can be on the floor. We're still warming up. Tuck your toes under. You're going to take your hips back over the heels for a nice lat stretch. You're here for 3 deep breaths. Forehead is off the floor. You're working your chest down. Come back forward. Meet me in your high plank and go right to a down dog. Baby steps forward all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Flip the palms, reach for the ceiling. Swan dive it all the way down. Palms down, step both feet back to plank. Do a little hover and meet me in your up dog. Tuck the toes under, go right to a down dog this time. Hold here, 3 deep breaths. Try to keep the legs pushing straight and driving your heels towards the floor. Baby steps forward all the way to the front. Inhale, extend. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Swan dive it down. Palms down, step back plank. Do a nice little hover. Go back to your up dog. Toes tuck under, pull the hips back over the heels this time. Forehead stays up. Relaxing the chest towards the floor. Come back, meet me in your high plank. Downward facing. Baby steps all the way forward. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. And then take it all the way down again. Palms down, step back, plank. Hover. Up dog. Toes tuck under, down dog. 3 big deep breaths. Walk your feet towards the front. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reverse, come all the way up. Swan dive it down. Palms down, step back, plank. Give me a hover. Go to up dog, down dog. 3 big deep breaths. Come back to plank. Step your left foot up between the hands. Meet me in your runner's lunge position. So we got fingertips only on the floor, framing your front foot. Give me some heel lift in the back. Now take your left hand, reach it out to the side, parallel to the floor. And then lift the left shoulder up, follow it with your gaze. Take it back down, step back, meet me in plank. Do the same with the right foot, runner's lunge. So really lifting that heel in the back forces you to weight more into that right leg, and that's what we'd like. Right arm out to the side, lift the shoulder. Feel that glute on the right side, get a nice stretch. Come back down, step back to your plank. Give me a little hover. Go to your up dog. From here, lower to the forearms. Baby cobra. You're going to stay here for a few breaths. You can be on the tops of your feet, just sort of chilling out the legs. Draw the belly button in while you breathe. Lower the chest, bring your hands beside the chest. Lift the chest up using the muscles that run along your spine. Keep your neck long so your face is looking down. Now push up, meet me in your high plank, and go right to a down dog. So this time in the down dog, we're going to lift the left leg up. We're going to open the hip towards the ceiling and bend at the knee. Do the same on the other side. Lift the leg, open the hip, bend the knee. Really try to get the knee up towards the ceiling. Put that foot down, come back to your plank. Step your left foot forward. Sweep your arms out to the side and lift the torso up and reach the arms straight up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to lean forward. You're going to rotate both shoulders to the left. Keeping that big forward lean. Square out the shoulders, put your hands down, step back plank. Do a little hover, go to up dog, toes tuck under, down dog. Back to plank, right foot steps forward. Arms are out to the side, torso is up. Reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Hands to heart, lean forward. Rotate right. Keep that big forward lean. Square out the shoulders, palms down, meet me in your high plank. Do a little hover, sweep up, tuck the toes under, downward facing. 5 big deep breaths or child's pose. Step your feet all the way forward to the front of your mat. Inhale and extend the spine. Arms out to the side, unfold, reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Hands to heart. You're going to step your right foot backwards to a lunge. Lean forward. This time we extend the arms out in front. We're going to rotate them to the left. Come back center and go the opposite way. And back center. Bring your hands to heart. Rotate your chest now to face the left. And then the right. And come back. Extend your arms out in front. Fingertips down on the floor. Power off your back leg, single leg balance pose. Your leg in the back is nice and long. Now try to drift your hips backwards. So all the weight is in that heel. It's a big, oh, hello to the glute. Lower the foot. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Step back plank. Do a little hover. Sweep it forward. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing. Walk your feet all the way forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your left foot backwards. Big lean forward. Rotate your chest to the right. Come back. Go left. Come back. Extend the arms out in front. Go right. Keep the arms long. Keep that forward lean. Come back. Go the other way. It's a great challenge of balance. Bring those arms forward. Hold here. Fingertips down. Come off your back leg. Drift the hips backwards so you're weighting into the heel. Feel the difference of the load into the glute when you do that. Put that foot down. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. Step your right foot back. Turn onto a 45-degree angle on your back foot and let your chest face forward. So you're getting a nice opening here on this right hip. So right now I have my shoulders pretty much over the hips. If it's more comfortable for you to lean forward a little bit, go for it. You kind of want to find that sweet spot where you're getting the benefit of this nice stretch. Now this leg in the back should be long and straight, and this knee in the front, see if you can give me a little bit more bend. Nice. Now come onto the toes on the back foot. Lean all the way forward. Keep your torso long. So I would like you to have at least 80% of your weight in your left leg. Just hold, draw the belly button in. Take the arms forward if you want to challenge. Hands down, step back to your plank. Hover low, sweep forward, go to down dog. 5 deep breaths. or child's pose. Walk your feet all the way to the front. Inhale, extend. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Hands to heart. Nice. Step your left foot back. Big forward lean. Really try to get your weight out of this left foot. I'd like as much going into this right leg as possible. Now, bring the arms forward. Just hold here. Bring your hands back to heart. Torso is going to come up and you're going to get onto the outside of that back foot with your chest facing forward. Try to bend a little more into this front leg. The foot in the back, you want to be pressing the outside of that back foot down into the floor while you feel a big opening here in the front. Okay, lift up onto the toes of that back foot. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Step into bear. Bring your feet and knees together in your bear. Now you're going to just tilt the knees to the left and then tilt them to the right. So you're just lifting them up to one side and then the other while you keep them together. Try not to move the hips. Just lift the knees a little bit to each side. A few more times. Now put the knees down. We're going to open the knees. Take our hands to the corners of the front of the mat. Come on to the tops of your feet. You're going to sit back on your heels. Let your head relax. Your neck should be nice and long, face looking down. Inch those palms a little more forward if you can. Relax the chest a little lower to the floor. Now, take a towel and just put it on your mat so you can rest your forehead down. You're going to let your neck just relax here. Let the arms relax as you enjoy this child's pose. Great job. Okay, come all the way up. You're going to kick those feet out to the side. We're going to meet in a staff pose. Sitting up nice and tall. Arms out in front. And then lift the arms up. Try not to round the back. You're trying to get taller from the top of your head, lifting up. Now draw the belly button in and see if you can just lean back a little bit. So you feel yourself going over your sit bones. Keep drawing the belly button in, keep the arms long. And now come back up and dive between the legs for a nice relaxation pose. Inhale and extend to a flat back. Take your hands to the bottoms of the feet and pull your toes towards you using your arms. So you got a little tug of war going on here. So as you pull the feet towards you with your arms, I want you to now try to pull the feet forward without letting them get forward or go forward, I should say. And then release it and do it again. Pull them back first and then try to push them forward. You can use a strap or a towel if you don't want to reach over with your hands, and then release, and one last time. Nice. Okay, bring your arms out in front, palms face. C-curve your spine, flex it, tuck in the belly. We're going to roll down nice and slowly. This should feel good when we get there. We're going to take the arms all the way back behind you. So spread your fingers wide, point your toes, make a fist, pull the arms forward till they're reaching straight up to the ceiling. Now clasp your fingers together. Your arms are long. You're going to let the arms come down as far as they can without bending them, and then take them backwards. Keep your fingers interlocked. Go as far back until maybe you get the back of the thumbs on the floor. But I want you to focus on pushing your whole body down into the floor, including your ribs. Let's try it again. Arms come up. They go back. They stay straight. Don't force it, but just always try to improve your range of motion. Bring it back up. Now, keeping the hands together the way they are, pulling the arms forward, you're going to lift your head, tuck your chin, C-curve the spine. You're going to come all the way back up. Dive between the legs for a nice chill. Okay, you're going to release the fingers. You're going to inhale, extend to a flat back. Lift the arms back up forward. C-curve the spine. Come all the way back down again. Bring your knees into the chest. We're going to roll the head to the right as far as it'll go. We're going to stay there for a breath or two. You should feel a nice stretch in your neck. Now come back and roll the other way. Make sure you're going as far as you can. And then just hold it and enjoy. Let's do it again. And again, other side. Okay, neutral neck, head on the floor. Lower back's going to stay on the floor. We're going to open the knees, grab the outsides of our feet, meet in happy baby. You're here for 5 deep breaths. Use your arms to get your knees a little closer. Okay, release. Put your feet on the floor with your legs bent. We're going to rock the pelvis. I'd like you to be nice and flat on your shoulder blades. And then rock the pelvis forward as far as it can go. So you've got a big space now between that lower back and the floor. While you hold here, draw the belly down using your six-pack muscle. Keep that activation the whole time, and then tilt your pelvis the other way. Don't release that activation. And roll it forward. and roll it back. And forward. And back. Nice. From here, figure 4. Take your right foot, flex it, sit it on top of your left thigh. Try not to use your hands to do that. Once you have it there, move without your hands, your right knee towards the front of the room. Keep that force you have and lift your left foot off the floor and bring it towards you. You're just using your muscles here, not your arms, just the legs. Keep that strong tug of war going on between that right leg wanting to push forward and the left one in towards you. This is definitely work. This is not a relaxation pose. So get the most out of it. Okay, now we're going to just slide the right knee over the left knee. So you got your legs crossed at the knees. You're going to take your hands, if you can, find the outsides of your feet, pull your feet towards you. So you feel that right glute get a great stretch. And if this doesn't feel good, you can always stay in your figure 4 and you can use your arms to get a little bit more range of motion there. Okay, release, put both feet on the floor, but keep the knees crossed. Now your arms are going to go out to the side with your palms facing the ceiling. You're going to take the knees and let them fall to the right. You might hear a few pops, cracking, popping. It's all good. Breathe here while you use your top leg to push the bottom one down towards the floor. Now keep the right arm where it is, but take your left arm straight up to the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide and then take it directly back behind you. Maybe that thumbnail can get down towards the floor. Keep breathing. Okay, bring the arm back out to the side. Bring your knees back up slowly. Uncross. Without using your arms, just drive the knees in towards your chest. Now give yourself a little rock side to side, very small, just to kind of reset your lower back. Now put both feet down on the floor. Take your left foot over your right thigh. Keep that left foot flexed. Use the muscles of the left leg to push the left knee forward. And then lift that right foot off the floor. Get that little tug of war going on. You're fighting to get the right knee in while you keep the left knee pushing forward. This is something that you have to really work for here. Now put the right foot down on the floor, cross the knees. Let the knees go to the left. Wherever they want to land, just sort of let them do their thing. Now use that left leg to drive the right knee towards the floor. Right arm goes straight up to the ceiling. Open those fingers wide, take it back. Big side body stretch going on here. Should feel really good. Bring the arm back out to the side. Let it relax down on the floor. Let the knees come back up. Uncross them. Extend the legs all the way down along the floor. And now take your arms completely back behind you. Let the arms pull forward as you lift the head, tuck your chin, roll yourself up. And now we're going to dive between the legs for a nice reprieve. Make sure you're not holding your head up. Just let everything sort of hang out where it wants to. Now you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Meet me in a staff pose. Take your left foot inside the right leg. Just sort of sit really tall here, as tall as you can. While you're sitting here, I want you to try to lower your left knee down towards the floor. It's an activation more than it is movement. Now, without rounding the back, I'm going to have you move your hands to the floor and start to lean in with a very long spine. Just a little bit, and we're going to hold on this spot. So I've got both my sit bones on the mat. I don't want to roll off of this right one. So try to stay really strong through the pelvis and your core. Now, if you can, see if you can inch those hands a little more forward. We're going to do this in stages. Just keep breathing and trying to enjoy it. See if you can go a little further. These are extreme subtle. They're so subtle, you can't even notice that I'm moving a little bit more forward. Try again. Okay, now come back up. You're going to help this leg come out straight. I've got it going towards the corner of the mat, and I'm going to bring the right one in. And how far in you bring it is entirely up to you. Let's get this nice long posture going on here. Hands just relaxing to start. Now start this knee going down towards the floor. Create that activation. Nice and solid through the core. Walk the hands out in front. Give me a small lean in to start. And then just keep advancing it ever so slowly. Now, while you're advancing it, I keep wanting you to lift up. So I want you to keep that lengthening focus as best you can. And keep trying to get this right knee pushing down. Just go maybe a little bit more forward. And now come back up. So now I'm going to have you connect the bottoms of your feet. And either with a towel under them or your hands, sit up nice and tall once again. And let's try to see if we can lower both knees simultaneously down towards the floor, maybe a tiny bit closer. But again, it's all about keeping long through your torso. You're not slouching or rounding. You're lengthening, proud out that chest. Now you can almost create a little bit of a tug of war here using your arms. So you're pulling sort of your feet with the arms, but you're working both knees down towards the floor. Okay, so now we're just going to cross the legs. However you want to do it. It's fine by me. Sit up tall. Now it's all about flexing. So we're going to walk the hands forward. We're going to start flexing the spine and folding over as best we can. If you can lower the elbows to the floor, relax your head so your neck is happy, just hold here and breathe. If you can get the torso a little further towards the floor by opening the elbows a little more out to the side, go for it. Okay, let's slowly come back up, however you want to. Now we're going to cross the legs over the opposite way. And then sit up nice and tall to start. Hands out in front. And we immediately get to round the spine. Walk it forward, get down on your elbows if you can. Maybe slide those elbows out to the side, fold over a little more. Most important here, don't forget to breathe. Now let's bring it back up. You're going to extend your legs out along the floor. Now here you can use a towel around the bottoms of your feet if you like. I'm going to open my feet, excuse me, at least 4 to 6 inches apart. Now my spine is long. If you look at me from the side, I'm going to lean forward, but my spine is long, right? I have no rounding of the lower back. Now, I'm going to pull on the towel and see if I can slowly bend the arms and bring the torso down and maybe even get the elbows down on the floor, or maybe they come down on your legs or just outside the legs, but don't round the back. And now come back up and then lower back down again. And come back up. And one more time, lower down, release your towel, bend your legs, come all the way down on your back. Let's take our knees and open the legs nice and wide. Your legs are bent. You're going to circle the knees. So pull them together, pull them into you, open them, push them as far forward as you can get them, however long your arms are, right? Pull them back in. Open, bring them forward. So make your circle as big as you can. And when you've done a few in one direction, then just switch the direction. Keep drawing the belly button up and in. Nice. Now extend your right leg down along the floor. You can use your towel again, or take 2 fingers, wrap them around your big toe. You're going to hold your towel on the bottom of the foot, straighten the left leg. So it's not about how far back you can take the leg. I really want you to straighten it here, then try to move it back while you push the heel out and up. So it's all these little subtleties that are going to help improve the flexibility that we have. So make this active as opposed to relaxing. Push your heel up, try to keep the leg nice and straight. And then if you can keep the right calf down on the floor, while you take that left foot, move it a little further back. Fabulous. Now pull that left knee and give it a big hug. And then extend it all the way down. Same thing, right leg. Right knee comes in. Find your towel or 2 fingers around that big toe. We're going to straighten the left leg. That's the most important thing. You want to work the leg straight as best that you can. Now, Once you've got that, think about pushing that heel up and then trying to move the leg back a little bit, keeping it straight. So if you feel tremble or shaking, that's absolutely normal. So you can go a little further. Just for another breath or two. I know we're out of time. And then bring both knees into the chest. Rock and roll yourself all the way up onto your toes. And let's meet in a full forward fold. And we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! We made it. We did it, Sue.